Good evening.
Hi. Getting up quickly. I think it's still a bit too far.
I think you must just tilt your screen a bit and it's upright. It's like, no, bring it more.
This way.
Yeah, yeah, and then you move your laptop back a bit.
Can you read what's on there?
Not really. Let me just see. Let me just make my screen bigger.
You also just try
okay, I can see it now. Yes.
It's
a bit blurred, but I can read. Yeah.
Okay, let me just quickly do something here. I want if I raise the laptop higher, is it clearer?
Yes, there we go.
Okay, let me just get something to raise it. Okay? One second. Is that better?
Yes, there we go. Yes. The keyword is a bit blurred, but you can read it out for us, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Is everybody on the call? Is there still people waiting on?
It's now on the dot 8. We got 12 people.
Wear your mask, respect the booth.
I must just mute there.
Please mute your mics.
Yeah.
No, I can't do sign language.
Can everyone just mute their mics? Click on the microphone and a red line will go through it. They ask you, this will be recorded, Brandon?
Yeah, I am recording.
Okay, awesome. Okay. Cheryl, please mute your mic. And there's a new person. Good evening. It's Al, Cheryl, Abida. Good evening to you. Colin, Priscilla. Who else is on here? Cynthia, Denzel, Donna, Jenny Flowers, Kim Muller, Winnie. Is it Zana? Good evening, everyone. Is there nothing in the screen? Abida, can't you see anything on the screen?
Everybody else can see Abida, so I am sharing.
There'll be...
Okay, cool.
Okay, awesome, Abida. Awesome. Can you, Brandon, click mute on everyone so that...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mute. Okay, I'm going to just leave your mic open so you can interact with me. Okay.
Okay.
I think we can start. What do you think?
Yeah, we got 15 so far. That's good. It's now 3 minutes past 8. Do you want to wait another 2 minutes?
Let's give it another 2 minutes.
Yeah. How long is your Zoom call? 40 minutes on the Zoom?
No, it's going to be quick. Remember, we're still understanding it ourselves, so.
Yeah.
Let me just my phone's off. Next time we'll have some background music, so we'll be sorted.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, we got 15.
Yeah. Let's start with the 15.
Okay.
We'll take it from
Estelle, good evening. Estelle, she just came on.
Okay, cool.
Oh, no, she was there. Yeah.
All right, Elena, you can start.
Me? You can start.
Okay.
Good evening. Okay, you can start.
Okay, guys. Hi. So for those who know me, I'm Brandon. I've been in many other platforms, and of late, we've experienced a serious knock on a few platforms financially. Okay. Now, just to put you guys in a picture, this is not the time to run. I mean, there's a lot of people immediately after what has happened. People will say, you know, I'm done with all of this and so forth. But to be honest with you, you don't have a choice. You do not. If you are not working, you don't have a choice. If you are working and you're not in the sector where it's, you know, what do they call that, services, where you are really needed, healthcare services and so forth, and you have to be at home and so forth, you don't have a choice, right? What has happened in the past month, I would say, has cost us dearly, and what we call that is school fees, right? So we learn from that. But going forward, we are in a digital space, we are in a digital era, and so this is the way we're going to have to make money, all right? This thing with COVID is not going to go away anytime soon, and so we're going to have to make money via jumping on the phone, introducing someone to something, without physically going to that person, emailing that person, WhatsApping or Telegramming that person. And that's how we're going to have to communicate. And so what else is there for us to do in order to sustain ourselves? Right? It's these kind of platforms. I did make a call last week when things went south on one of the other platforms, to say that, you know, rather for me, the safest way is take your money and put it into Bitcoin. And if it increases, sell. And if it decreases, you buy. But then having a chat with a few other networkers, you know, what I'm telling you is the conclusion that we came to. And that is that you cannot run from these things. You just need to approach it with a lot more savvy. Be smart about it. I mean, I put in 150,000 Rand into a platform over a period of 6 months. It grew to 750,000. What took over there was greed, people. Simple. Simple. But I withdrew 400,000 in that period. Right? So I made money, but I should have. I mean, logically speaking, if you grow 150,000, it was well over $1 million. I should have taken my $1 million. You know what I mean? So out of greed and not being savvy enough and so forth, and really wanting to show people that this is how the system works. Because remember, when we market something, you have to believe in it. Okay? And I believe in the people that come up with these things and so forth, in their systems. Yes, unfortunately, you know, you can't look at someone with the opportunity and say, you're only going to be around for a month or two and you're going to scam us out of our monies. Now, having said all of that, what we want to present here tonight is a very simple stockpile. That's what it is. I call it for what it is. It's a stockpile. If you want to call it a pyramid, call it a pyramid. Okay? But it's wonderful for me. It's one of those platforms. I mean, we were involved in another platform, very similar to this. It didn't fail the people. The people failed the system. Okay, and when I talk about the people, I'm talking about the two types of people. One, administration. Okay.
Please mute your mics.
Let me just mute there, Madeline. Yeah. Okay, so with the other platform that's similar to this, like I said, there were two types of people that failed the system. One was the admin, and one was the participant. Now, on the admin side, okay, bless them, it was new to them, and I was part of admin, so I can say it was new to us. All right, we tried to make the thing work as best as possible, and we got some things wrong. We've learned from that. Like I said, when you make a mistake, when you lose money in a platform, going forward and you see something similar, you should now know, okay, this is the route to take and not that route. And that's why we believe that this particular platform will be very successful. Okay?
Shoes.
Guys, can you just mute upon entering? I did set that button to say it must mute when people enter. No, people mustn't unmute. So, okay, we've learned from the previous platform, which is very, very similar to this one. All right, and the other reason why it failed is because the rules are very simple. Look, you're not giving people money, and they must go and invest it for you in crypto and in this and that, and give you a percentage of the returns. All right, that's where the risk comes in. There you need to know when to pull out. I'm not saying you mustn't do it. You can do it, make a little bit of money, pull out. And my advice going forward, and what I've learned, if you put 1,000 Rand in and you've made 1,000, take your 1,000 out. If you put 10 in and you've made 10, take your 10 out and run with what is not yours. Okay? If it pans out, it pans out. If it doesn't, well, you got your investment and it's an experience. So the rules in a stokvel is very simple. You need to come in with 1 or 2 or 3 people. They need to put in X amount of money, and that's it. Very simple, and it's a gifting thing. So, I mean, a lot of us, especially in the beginning, in the other platform, made our money. People that didn't make money, and I know a lot of them, were saying, but, we brought in our 2 people that was required, but their 2 people never brought in their 2 people, and so the thing fell flat. So, guys, at the end of the day, you are putting in your money. So be responsible towards that money. Then there are rules to the system. Be responsible to those rules. And at the end of it, you are making a hell of a lot of money. And be responsible to that. In this system, you're going to put in something like $150, around about 2,600, 2,500 Rand, and you are getting well over 100,000 Rand. Now, if your only objective is to do 1 thing or 2 things or 3 things to earn that kind of money, then be responsible to that. Because you cannot just put money in and do absolutely nothing and earn millions and think you're going to get away with it, as a lot of us has found out.
Excuse me, Brandon, Winnie can't hear you.
Winnie can't hear me. Winnie must, I don't know, Winnie must check the volume, because everything, you can hear me, my volume is on high.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah. So, yeah, Winnie, try going on your phone. Zoom on, try picking the Zoom up on your phone. Okay, so guys, at the end of the day, I mean, today I've been helping a lot of other people on other platforms. And you know what they tell me? You know what, Brandon? Because there's deadlines tonight on these other particular platforms. We haven't bothered with the group chats. Too much information. I'm too busy and so forth. You know what I mean? What must I do now? You've got 4 or 5 hours left. What can I do for you? You've put in money. You need to be responsible for that. You know what I mean? Just like going to a job. You cannot go to work on the first day, do absolutely nothing for 30 days and expect to get paid on the 30th. They will fire you. Okay, and I say this over and over. So guys, we're trying to make this thing as simple as possible. And so without any further ado, now that I've boosted your morale and hopefully the psyche of it, we can look at this scenario. You can all see the screen here. And what you're looking at is a whole lot of numbers and a lot of color. Okay, we had to decipher this. It made sense to a few people, but to the general public, even to me in the beginning, it was a bit confusing. And we tried to simplify it so that you can understand it properly. Now, up here, I've got a key. Okay, and basically there are words that you're going to be seeing when Elena starts putting out on the group chat. And so by the by, this company is very new. All right, there are a lot of legs in the company. Elena's leg being one, and there are a few other people that have also started getting people in. Now, as I was told, I think Elena's leg is one of the best legs at the moment. And I'm not, not a come on, Elena. So I'm talking about.
I wasn't thinking that. I wasn't thinking anything.
I didn't see you in a 2-piece. So yeah. So, any case, Elena's leg, this leg is growing particularly fast, okay? And that bodes well for everybody that's going to jump on. So you can jump into this platform, and if you jump onto anybody else's leg, you might find that things goes a lot slower than this particular leg, because here we got the proper system in place. So keywords that you look at, you'll see member. When she talks about a member, that means one person. When she talks about a syndicate, that means 10 people, including yourself. So a syndicate is 9 people, plus 1 is 10 people. So just understand that. Members and syndicates. Then we've got slots, and we've got spots. Okay. Now, the spots, if you come in, you've got 9 spots below you that needs to be filled. All right. Now, don't freak out that you now all of a sudden need to go and find 9 people. I'm just saying that when you come in as an individual, you've got 9 spots below you. Here they are. That's the 9 spots. And these 9 spots, which is also people, 9 people, or 9 syndicates, or 6 syndicates and 3 people, you know, they will all take a spot. They will get paid from the slots, okay, that you see here. These are the slots here in color. You'll see the numbers 10, 11, 12, okay? They're all running. Elena, you must just quickly check the chats and just let me know what they're saying, eh?
Okay, let me just...
And then these are all the spots, 10 to 90, okay? These people will pay the people that are in the slots, and we will show you how that works, okay? Now, when you come in as a single person, you are a member, as I mentioned, and you will take up, and let us say here the word is syndicate, that's me, for example. Brandon is here. And so I share this opportunity with one person, okay? And let's just say it's Elena. Elena will come in, will pay $150, and she has now, just quickly mute. She has now paid off $150. She's a member. She is in a spot. Now, the next person that I speak to hasn't got $150. And I say, okay, do you know of 9 people that will join you to formulate a syndicate? And all of you, okay, can then put in $15. Let's go back to Elena. Elena comes in as a member, she pays $150. She then speaks to someone else, okay, because she's a networker. I'm not saying that this is what you need to go and do, but Elena's a networker and she speaks to someone else. And this person that she's speaking to hasn't got $150. But she says to this person, listen, I tell you what, go and find 9 people. And each one of you, plus yourself, that's 10, come in with $15. This person goes off and comes back with the 9 people. They have their $150 collectively. Elena will then take up slot number 2. Okay? But here she will represent a syndicate because she will be here, and in this slot, okay, she will have 9 other people with her. But the slot represents, although there's 10 people here, the slot only represents $150. That's it. Okay? So we're not worried about the people. We're not worried about the people per se. We're worried about the spot. What do you call it? The slots. We're worried about that and the money in there. And in these slots, only $150 goes in here. Whether it comes from one person or whether it comes from 10 people. Okay? So when this slot number 2 is due for payment, or they need to fund people, all right? Everybody has put in their $15. The leader of this, or the main member of this slot, which is Elena, she will then take that $150. She will be given a directive to say, you need to split this $150 this way. A little bit goes there, and a little bit goes there. And on behalf of the other 9 people, she will make the payments. Similarly, when it's time for slot number 2 to get paid, right? Let's just say $1,000 come in or whatever. That $1,000 will get split 10 ways. That type of thing. All right? It will go to the main member, and the main member will then pay everybody else. So you then obviously need to give your bank details and so forth. But that you can do amongst each other. Now, how does this thing really work? as people come in, and I'm not talking about global now, I'm talking specifically about Elena's leg, okay? As people come into the leg, and again, you don't need to share this opportunity, but listen, we need to grow this, okay? There's no other way of making money but to share opportunities, right? There's no risk in this thing in that you're giving your money to someone and they're running away with it. Because they need to invest and they've made millions for you or hundreds of thousands and they run away with your money. This is a gifting platform. Okay? As soon as you give someone else, the opportunity for you to receive is there. And we've structured that so that it happens a lot quicker. Now, if this thing fails, people, it means that the 90th person and everybody in front of him has just stopped bringing in people. Now, I say that loosely. When I say fail, I mean you're not going to earn any more money. However, the people that exit this platform must come back in again. So if you are, say again, Elena's person number 2, that is a group of 9 people plus her, it's 10. Each one putting in $15. At the end of the day, each one will receive, what do you call it, $900. At the end of the day. This thing cycles out twice, okay? So the first cycle is, I will explain that to you. The first cycle is where you get a portion of your money, and the second cycle is where you get all of your money. So when you cycle out, you then come back in. Remember, you put in 260 Rand to part of a syndicate, and you leave with about 14,000 Rand. So then, coming back in now as a member, you've got 14,000 Rand. It's easy for you to take 2,600 and plug it back in. Now you don't come in as a syndicate, you come in alone. Because coming in alone gives you the opportunity to earn the full $9,000. So imagine if you were in a syndicate, you've exited, you've come back in, and everybody else does the same, all right? You now exit the second time, but you exit as a member. So not only did you make about, this thumb suck is about 120,000 Rand, you've also made the 14,000 less the 2,500 or 2,600. So you've made quite a bit. But of course, when you exit the first time, why would you not want to say, guys, listen, put the 260 Rand in here, you know, and just get some people to help you out, get into the syndicate format and move. And of course, if you can get people to come in as members, no problem. So again, like I said, how does this thing work? Well, it works like this. People signing up. And as they sign up, as they register on the group chat, they will be given slots. So let me just quickly do this so that you can see what I'm talking about. I want to just go to the group chat quickly. I don't know, let me just see it. Okay. In the group chat, let's go a bit higher. For those of you that are new, that was yesterday. Right, you'll see here. Okay. Tasneem Davids is syndicate number 21. In other words, she is the 21st person that signed in under Elena. Okay. These people here, this person, Keith, is the first person that signed under Elena. Then that is the second, the third, you know what I mean? A fourth, and so on and so on and so forth. Okay. So everybody, and some people you'll see she's syndicate 21, but she's also here on 3. So some people have 2 accounts. So, okay. As people come in, you will be given a spot. As you come in, and this whole thing starts with Elena. Okay. Yes, there's other people above her in America and what have you and so forth. But this, what we're talking about, this particular Zoom starts with Elena. So she's got 10 people underneath her. So that's 9. She's got 10. She's already on. I'm number 21. So as people come in, all right, they will get folded to the 22nd, 23rd, 24th, and so forth and so forth. The 25th slot here could be a group of 10 people. So here is a syndicate. But we don't mind if there's 1 person or 10 people here. What we're after is the $150 that this spot represents. We just want the 150 because the leader here or the main member of this particular slot, whoever this person is, representing the 9 people, will take that 150 and will be told who to pay. Similarly, the same person will, when they receive, will then disperse the monies that they receive to the 9 people. Okay. 26 could be a single member, 27 could be a syndicate again, and so forth and so on. Now, what we've wanted to do is, the way we've worked it out, that when you put money in, albeit $150, albeit $15, okay, that we try and avoid that you don't wait too long to get paid. Now, originally, if you come in at number 1, okay, they first wanted 9 of these spots to be taken up, okay. Then, from the slots, they wanted 36 people to fill up before everybody gets paid. It's going to take a little bit too long. So what we've decided to do is this. Come in at whatever spot. And let's just say we're starting again here with spot number 1. Right? Spot number 1 comes in. 9 people or 8 people sign up on the same day. Now there's 9 people or 10 people on the spots. They're doing it on today. They put in, and let's just say for the sake of simplicity, these are syndicates, all 10 people. So there's 100 people effectively in the system, but we only put them down as spots, and therefore we only look at the money in each spot. We know that there's 10 people in each one, but that's fine. So here is $150, right? In this, $1,500 between 1 and 10 people. Everybody collectively giving $150. Now we know this. So what we're doing is, people are still coming in. Okay, they haven't been paid yet. They've given in their money. They haven't been paid yet, and it's today. Tomorrow, 10 people sign up. Not necessarily because these 9 people went to go look for people, but in Elena's upline, some people could have exited already, and then they come back in. They will come back in and fall here. Let's just say 5 people exited yesterday. They come in today, and they'll take up spots 10 to 15. All right. In this group of 9, there are people saying, well, okay, you know what? This doesn't sound too bad. I'm actually going to tell a few people. And so on, people start filling in through networking and whatever. Whether you now just bring 1 person. Look, I mean, if you've got 9 people and each one just bring in 1 person, right? You want 18. If these other 9 people bring in 1 person, you want 27. And if these other 9 people bring in 1 person, you want 36. But as they come in, these people, and you will see here on the, what's the name that I've put out? I've broken it up for you guys so you can see it clearly. Okay. This here, we've broken up into 3 sectors. Of course, it will be more sectors, but for the sake of simplicity, there are 3 sectors. So what we are saying is, the first 36 people, will pay the first, people from, or syndicates, or people, whatever, or spots, 10 to 36 will pay people 1 to 9. Okay? Now, how it works is like this. You at number 10, the minute you come in, you are being given 2 banking accounts. And you are being told who to pay. Now, if person number 1 is in America, then you will be given this person's PayPal account. But this person is the sponsor, but he has an upline, and in this case, the upline is Elena. So you as number 10 will be told to pay X amount of money to the sponsor and X amount of money to the upline. Okay? So in other words, what we're saying is, we are not waiting for all 36 people to be in place before these 9 people get paid. As they come in, so if you come in today at number 1 and you put in your $15, right? And person number, and today there's 9 people underneath you, and tomorrow 10th person signs up, you will be immediately told you need to, your $150 that you're coming in with, and let's just say this is a member, right? 1 member, coming in with this $150. will be told to pay person number 1 $50, okay? And that is the sponsor, $50, and the upline, $100. Now, if this person number 1 is one person, he gets the $50. But if this slot number 1 represents 10 people, in other words, a syndicate, okay, then we will not pay the syndicate $50 so that the $50 can get split evenly amongst 9 people, because it's really nothing. We could be possibly looking at this, and everything I'm saying is not cast in stone, so we're just putting it out there. What would be preferred is that when these 9 slots gets taken up, right, then you know what, person number 1 will get his, or this slot number 1 will get their $50 times 9 people. And then that will get split amongst the 10 people. Because remember, this is a syndicate of 10 people, which is the main member. This is now Elena, okay? And the 9 people that she brought in. You are with me. I'm going to say this again, but I'm just going to change the numbers around quickly so you understand. Because I know it sounds a bit confusing. Elena comes in, okay? She's the syndicate here, syndicate leader. She has 9 spots below her. She speaks to someone, and that person hasn't got $150, but they bring in 9 people, okay? Or 8 people. So it's the 8 people plus this person, and Elena's obviously heading up the syndicate. So in other words, sorry, so Elena positions herself here, sorry. She's here as the main member. She's put in $150. Here, she's spoken to someone. This person hasn't got $150. So Elena puts herself here as a syndicate leader and then finds 9 people. So she's spoken to someone. That person brings in 8 other people. Okay? So it's Elena plus the person Elena spoke to, and 8 other people will make up 10. Now you've got a syndicate here at number 1. Okay? So there's 2 ways the syndicate will get paid out. When this person number 10 comes in with his $150, he can either pay the syndicate, which has 10 people in, $50, and you divide that by 10. So each one gets $5. Okay? Remember, today you came in with $15. Tomorrow you're getting $5 back. There's movement. There's movement. You got $5 from your $15 back. Just because one person signed up after the 9th person. Now, the 11th person will sign up. He will then be told, okay, you need to pay, and this person now comes in with his $150. You need to pay $50 to your sponsor and $100 to the member. And so on and so forth. Every person that comes in after the 9th person, right, will be told who to sponsor and what to sponsor. And the ratio is $50 and $100. If slot number 13 is a syndicate, okay, and in the syndicate, as I told you, there are 10 people. If one person puts his $15 in, okay, and remember this slot number 13 is now being told to pay slot number 4. So if one person puts his $15 in, we will not pay that $15 over to slot number 4. We will wait till all 10 members pay their $15, because remember, we are not interested in the amount of people, we are interested in $150. $150 must leave every single slot. All right, so if you come in at number 13 as a member, $150 is there. Immediately you can make payment. But if you come in at slot number 13 as a syndicate, and which is 10 people, and out of that 10 people, only one person pays, we will wait for the other 9 to pay. Because now we've got the 150. So that $50 can go here to the sponsor, and the other 100 can go to the main member. Make sense? We are interested in the $150 per slot. We don't care if there's one person in there, 10 people, or 1,000 people. If there's 1,000 people in slot number 14, okay? If one person puts his $15 in, we will wait for the 999 people to put their money in so that this person can get his share. Okay? That is how it works. Now, when we get to the 36th person that has signed up, and remember currently in this leg there's only 23 people. So we're still short now 36. When you get to 36, Okay, these 9 people would have received 300. Would have received. Am I correct, Elena? $150, right? By then.
Yes, 150. Yeah.
Yeah, because remember, this person here is being paid by this slot, and this slot. So now he comes in today, and today all 9 people sign up. Tomorrow, person number 10 signs up. One person comes with 150. $50 goes to him. Okay, the $100 goes to the member. Tomorrow is a slow day. Four people sign up. Okay, they are then told to pay these spots number 2, 3, and 4. Now this guy's already received his $50. Then on Friday, this falls up right up till number 19. Now he receives his second $50. You understand? And Friday falls up, Saturday falls up, till 29. This person here is also told to pay for it now. He will now have received his third $50. The syndicate member, or this is the sponsor now, the main member, in this case Elena, she would have received $300. So if Elena came in yesterday and she put in $150, and by Saturday there's 30 people that have come in, by Saturday Elena would have received $300, and she's invested $150. You see how this works? Slots number 4, 5, and 6, they must wait till it's 36 people. But the minute there's 36 people, okay, then each one of these 9 people would have received $150. Now, if you came in as a main member, you've got your money back. If you've come in as a syndicate, you've received your money back, because remember, it will now get split amongst the 10 of you equally. 10 and it's $150, each one gets $5, right? Per slot. And so you're getting 3 slots here that pays you. So that will be 5, 10, 15. You understand what I'm saying? So if you are in the first 9, whether you've put in 150 or whether you've put in $15, what we are saying, currently there are 22 or 23 people so far in the leg. The minute we get to 36, these 9 people would have received their money back. Now, from 10 to 36, that forms part of an A column. We break this up. So this is your A column. From 1 to 3, all these people are A columns. Now, these 9 people will move on. These 10, from 10 to 18, will be next in line to receive. And they will now receive from the next 36 people, which is your B column, from 37 to 63. So when there are 63 people, if Elena looks in a downline and she sees 63 people, then she can gladly or be very happy to say that 18 people would have received their monies back. Okay? And then when the 18 people have received their monies, the next lot of people will now get gifted. And they will get gifted from column C. And column C runs from 73, right, up to 108. Sorry, column C will run from 64 up to 90. That's the next 36 people. So in other words, people, to make it very simple, whenever you sign up, when you come in at number 1, number 20, number 30, all you need to look out for to get your money back, there must be 36 people below you. The minute there's 36 people below you, you've got your money back. Okay? And so the cycle will continue and continue. Until you get to a point now where you get to a main member, where Elena is, and where this person pays this person is $50, you will now receive your $100. Okay? And if you receive your $100 from all of the people that's involved, that is how you will end up with your $9,000. Okay? So you will receive $100 from 10 slots, and that will times 9 spots. Okay? And that will give you your $9,000. So, but that's a bit later on. I don't want to overcomplicate things. For now, all you need to do is to understand that when you come in, Okay, already we passed the 10 mark. So people here from 1 to 9 can start getting paid if there's no syndicates behind them. If there's a syndicate behind them, like in this case, maybe 10, it's a syndicate of 10 people. If all 10 people have paid, then we will give this person his $50. But if only 8 people have paid here, we will make sure that the other 2 give their money before this person gets his $50. But if this is a main member here, and he paid 150, we will tell him $50 here, $100 to the main member. And like I said, there are 22 people in the system, okay, currently. So people, spots from 1 to 4 can actually get paid if these are all members and not syndicates. If these are syndicates and all of them have paid, then again, with the amount of people that's in the system, 1 to 4 can get paid. And as this thing fills up, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 will get their monies. Okay? We just want to make sure that the first 9 people get their money back as quick as possible. Then they move out of the way. Then the next lot now is due for their bucks. So when we hit 36, the next concentration is to get to 37, 63. Remember, at some point, guys, when these 9 people get their $9,000, albeit that he gets his whole 9,000, or he must split the 9,000 10 ways, okay, because you're in a syndicate, they will then exit and come back in, and then they will fill up spots 91 to 90 to 108 or whatever, and so forth. But it will be a lot quicker. Okay, it's only in the beginning that it's going to be a little bit slow because we're still filling up. But once everything is filled up and the cycling begins, I mean, you can come in like in the morning, and by this afternoon you can leave with your 9,000 again. Because if there's X amount of people ahead of you that have cycled out and come back in. Okay, so the second time you come in, your monies that you will receive will be a lot quicker than the first time around. Unless, of course, people see the logic in all of this and say, well, okay, let me spread the word and get people in. There are some of us that are networkers, so we will push this thing. But guys, please be fair to everyone. Okay, it's nice to put in your $15. It's also very nice to put in $150. Do absolutely nothing and score. Okay, it's nice. But we've all taken a heavy knock, and the only reason why we're presenting this now to everybody is here is an opportunity to get your money back that you've lost. Okay, in whatever platform you were in before, prior to this, and it's a very simple platform, guys. It is a gifting platform. Okay, it's a stock file if you want to call it that. It's a pyramid if you want to call it that. Okay, it is what it is. It's not going to fail you. Only you can fail it. All right. So come in at least with one person. That's all we request. Okay. Just to make sure that you've received your money back. So remember what I'm saying. Whenever you come in, wherever you come in, 36 people must be below you for you to get your money back. And that can happen in a day. That can happen in 2 days, and so forth. This thing is growing very fast. All right. So, especially in light of what has happened, people are not trusting other platforms where they need to give people money to go and trade on their behalf, and so forth. All right. People are very skeptical about that. I'm not saying don't do it. I'm saying if you're going to do it, be savvy about it, know when to get in, take your investment out as quick as possible, and run. But guys, what I am saying is, there's no other way of making money in this COVID era. Honest with you, getting a job, sitting in people's company can subject you to getting the disease. Right? If you've been unemployed and you're at home, well, also you're going to make money. This is the easiest thing: is to get them on a Zoom. We'll explain it. We're going to refine the Zoom call so that we can run through it a lot quicker. Okay. Yeah, the simplicity of it is that when you sign up, 36 people needs to be below you. Not saying that you need to go find 36 people, just one person. If everyone takes the responsibility just to share this with one person, okay? There are some people that haven't, kudos to them. But I mean, I'm sharing it to more than one person. So it kind of makes up for those people that are not bringing in. Because we do understand people are not networkers. Okay, but don't go and sell this thing. Don't go and network this thing. Nothing. Just say, guys, listen, if you've got 260 Rand, there's something I can show you where you can get at least 14,000 Rand back. How does it work? Listen, there's a Zoom call. We'll put out the dates on the group chat. Jump on the Zoom and this person will explain it to you. Simple as that. Don't try and network this thing and so forth. Because you're going to be asked questions that you cannot answer. And now, trust me, this is, I'm hoping that it's simple enough now for you guys to understand. And like I said, as people come in, they will fill up these slots. There's 90 slots available. Okay, so far 21 has been taken. But as you come in, you just fill up. And that's it. Nobody really benefits of the person coming in, you know, like in other platforms, you know, you benefit from the 2 people that you brought in. It doesn't work like that. Okay, so if I'm at slot number 22 and I bring in a person and he's calling on 23, he will be told to pay person number 5 and the sponsor. But I brought him in. I'm not getting any money from him. But what I am ensuring is that I'm filling up this 36 blocks so that I can now move to the front of the queue to get paid. All right? So you don't benefit financially there and then by bringing someone in. So that person will just fall below you and you'll have to pay someone else, not even you. Why are we doing this? Because from the previous one, we've learned where people brought in and there was a prerequisite. You need to bring in 2 people and you need to fill up your family. Now we've taken 2 people that this person has brought in and put them in another family. Things went south in that regard. Okay, so we've learned from that. Now you come in, you introduce someone, you don't financially benefit from that person. But what it does help you is make sure that the numbers underneath you grow. Okay, so if you come in, you know there's 36 people that's needed below you. If there's 35 people and you've already introduced this to 5 people and there's 35 people, okay, and no one else is doing nothing for the day or for the next day, then go you take the initiative. Although you brought in 5 people, say, listen, here's an opportunity for you, come and listen. And if you are responsible, okay, especially if you're the 9th person, and there's 35 people in the system, then you want to get paid. So make sure that you then talk to someone and make up this 36 so that everybody gets paid, including you. Okay?
Somebody put him on mute, please. There's a lot of sound coming in.
I can't. Oh, Walid.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Elena, is there something that you want to add?
Yes, I just saw in the chat Abida left 2 messages. She's a bit confused with what is happening.
Yeah.
We started in November when we were with the American group. There was, because I had, you know, each spot, there's 9 spots underneath. I managed to fill my 9th spot, but my upline struggled to fill his spots, and it took us 2 months now. I mean, we're in January now, to move up because of my upline struggling to fill his 9 spots. He only had 2. Then I came up with the idea to do the syndicates because not everyone can afford the $150. And within 2 hours, we had quite a few syndicates that was formed. Okay, so in this platform, there's 2 phases where you receive the $350, and then the second phase is to then receive the $9,000. Now the $350 you don't get all at once, unless you have to wait for all 9 spots. Because 9 times 150, 9 spots times $150 makes up $1,350. You keep $350, and then the $1,000 goes to the upline, a member. Okay. So because of syndicates, that $350 is going to be divided amongst the 10 members, which means they're going to get $35 each. Okay, so that was the plan, was to get the first 3 slots from number 10 to 36 full. First, that was the original plan. And then syndicates 1 to 9 will get their $35 out of the slots 1 to 3, yeah, from 10 to from slots 10 to 36. Okay, we don't have 36 yet. We are now on 21. Eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
I can just
Okay.
if I can just quickly interject, just so that people
Yes.
can,
Okay.
and I'm going to address this to Abida. Abida,
Yeah.
the reason why you've been waiting so long was for exactly that reason. We've originally, as Elena rightfully said, they first wanted to get 36 slots full before the 9 people get paid, and that's going to take too long. So now the decision is, as people come in, they will be given the banking details of the member and the upline, and they will make payments immediately. So if you come in today, going forward, chances are you could get paid tomorrow if this thing goes quick. Now, the other thing I want to mention, don't underestimate the power of this right now. Abida's talking about November, and I'm talking about 21 people. Okay, it doesn't mean 21 people signed up between November and now. Between syndicates 1 to 21, there are quite a few of these slots that have 10 people. Okay, so there is almost if not 100 or more than 200 people or so in this already, but they are part of syndicates. So from a people perspective, there's a lot of people in this thing, but they're all sitting in one group. Okay, they're sitting in a group of 10. So it doesn't mean that since November there's only 21 people in this business. There's a lot more, but you will find that spot number 2 has 10 people, spot number 3 has 10 people, spot number 4 has 10 people, all right? 5 has 10 people. So that's already 40 people, and so forth and so on. And so there's well over 100, 200 people already in the business, okay? But a lot of them chose to come in as syndicates. Now, if those 100 people or 120 people decided to come in as main members, then I can tell you now, remember we are 90 before, as main members, these 9 people would have been paid already. These 10 to 18 would have been paid already. 19 to 27 would have been paid already. And I'm almost sure 28 to 36 would have been paid already. If those 120 odd people all came in as members, but because they came in as syndicates, right? Out of the 10, maybe 3 paid their $15. They're still waiting on the other 7. But again, the delay a bit is because of Elena's upline, which is now broken away from. But we're starting, Elena's now the head. So this is the upline, yeah. Okay, this is where it starts. So we're going to grow this thing from Elena going down. Okay, guys, so we want to make sure that we fill up this spot till 36 so that these 9 people can get their monies, move out of the way, and then we concentrate on the next. And in so doing as well, now remember, when these people here, okay, 10 to 36, and then you must just rectify me if I'm wrong, but if 10 to 36, 10 to 36, okay, no, I'm talking on 10 to 18, all right, if 10 to 18, they get paid, 10 to 18 get paid from people 37 to 66. That's the next block. Okay. Person number 19. Remember, this person here has now received these $50 from this person. And everybody here has now received their $50 because there's 36 people in the system. For example, 36 spots has been filled. These 9 people have all received their $50. They move out of the way, or they go one step forward. The 10 to 18 now take over this position. They are now on the receiving end of their $50. In other words, person number 10 will receive $50 from person number 19. But person number 19 will also be told to give $100 to person number 1. Is that correct, Elena?
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
Because 19 gave to number 10 $50, and the $100 then goes to syndicate 1. Yes.
Now,
Person number 1, yeah.
so let's just take it, let me really simplify. Today being, I don't know if it's Tuesday today, I think. Today being Tuesday, 9 people come in.
Wednesday.
Wednesday today. 9 people come in on Wednesday. Tomorrow, another 9 people come in. Okay, and I'm talking about members now. 9 individuals. Each one of them will get told to pay $50. This person here will get told to pay this person $10, $10, sorry, not $10, $50, right? And this person here will get told to pay the upline. Now, you can't see the upline, doesn't make sense. But now, let us say these 10 people have all paid these people their monies, their $50. Okay? On Friday, another 9 people sign up. Okay? Person number 19 will be told to pay person number 10 $50 and will be told person number 1 to pay 100. So you that started as number 1 today, okay, tomorrow you get your $50. The day thereafter you get your $150. And you came in with 150. And on Saturday, I'm just doing this for simplicity, but obviously in the real world it's not going to be so easy. But let's just say on Saturday, another 9 people sign up. Person number 28 will also be told to pay this person $50 and person number 10 $100. Okay? And then we must just work at when does person number 1 get paid now again? They've already received their 150.
Yes. So let me just see 150, and then they must get another 150. 100, then it will be another 100 and another 50.
Yeah. Okay, but I mean, we will give this person the direct as to who to pay. So, guys, I'm just going to go 2 levels deep so that it doesn't get confusing. Effectively, the first 9 people, okay, let's just say there's 9 people in it today. Tomorrow, another 9 people will come in as individuals. They will each get told to pay the respective numbers, $50, and then $100 the upline. The minute that happens, these 9 people will now fall into place to receive their $50 from the next 9 that's coming in. And as they come in other words, person number 17, okay, or person number 10 doesn't have to wait till all 9 people come in before he gets his $50. If this person comes in tomorrow and only this person tomorrow, then that person gets paid tomorrow. If this person comes in on Friday and that one on Friday, then these 2 will get paid on Friday. As they come in, okay, these people will get paid. Unless slot number 21 is told to pay slot number 12 $50, but slot number 21 is a syndicate. And there's 10 people here, and only 1 person out of the 10 has paid $15. Okay? Then we will hold back that 15 till all 10 has given their $15. So there's 150 in the slot. Now you say $50 goes here, and $50 and $100 goes to the person ahead of him. Okay, so does that make sense? So, Donna, you are quite right. As things stand now, okay, right up until number 4 can get paid, unless, of course, these are not syndicates here. If there are syndicates and everybody in that syndicate has submitted their monies, then everybody would have by now received their $50. If level 10 is a syndicate of 10 and only 5 people have paid, this person will not have received his money just yet. We're going to wait for the other 5 to pay before this person gets his 150. Okay, because the reason why we're doing that, from a logistical point of view, to keep track, from an administrative point of view, to keep track. If 10 people is here, only 5 people have paid and we have already forwarded money to this person, you know what? It's a bit easy now, but going forward, we must then keep track of the other 5 that didn't pay. You see? So rather, if this person hasn't received any money, we will know that this whole group, there's no, you know, it's not completely fulfilled their mandate. And then when we look into the group, we will see, okay, 6 out of the 10 has paid, the other 4, what's the story? But to start paying people in drips and drabs, you know what I mean? It's not going to work. Only if you are a member, single member, we will pay as you come in. We will tell you who to pay. Make sense? Any questions, guys?
Kim said in the group, no one received any money. It's because we were waiting to fill up 36
Yes.
slots. Yeah.
We've changed that now.
Yeah.
So what will happen now, Kim, is tomorrow or tonight, Elaine will then go through the necessary slots and see which slots has got the $150, albeit one member. So in other words, if person number 12 is a member and by now he's not received any directive as to who to pay because we're waiting for 36 people to come in or 36 slots to be filled, he will now be told tomorrow, listen, here's the bank details of this person and here's the bank details of the upline. So tomorrow you must make payment. You see? So as things stand with 21 slots, 4 people can get paid tomorrow if from 10 to 21 everybody has paid their 150. Sorry, 10 to 22. Okay, then 4 people out of the 9 will get paid tomorrow. And if tomorrow a 23rd person comes in, one person, and he comes in with $150, he will be told to pay person number 5 and the upline.
My name is Dr. Rajesh Kutrapalli, and this is my
Okay.
friend Dr. Shani Cooper. There's no need to interact with me. I'm just here to observe.
Please mute your mic.
Guys,
Kim asked if you want to come in as a member. What is the amount to be paid? It will be $150,
yeah,
which is about, what did you say, 2,500?
yeah, around about there, 2,500.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so there's
Okay.
a lot of people in this group, guys. It's just that they're in syndicates. We don't. If you want to come in as a member, sorry, you want to come in as a member. What is the amount? Okay, thanks. Right. So yeah, there's more people than what you think. You know, they are in this thing, but just because they're formulating syndicates, nothing wrong with that. We are interested in filling up the slots. The more slots we fill up, the more people can get paid. Okay? And it's very simple, guys. If you want to come in today and get paid tomorrow, just make sure there's 36 people below you. And again, I'm not saying that you need to go find 36 people, okay? But if everybody can just come in with one person, just with one person, you will do it. There are other people like myself, like Elaine and so forth, that will constantly market this thing and bring in people. So it will make up, but please don't ride that wave if you don't have to. Okay, it's simple. Share it, and that's it. It's one of the most simplest things. Straightforward, clean, no hassle, no fuss. Put your money in, gift it forward. People, you know, they lift their noses and what, and they snide at this whole thing about stokvels and put them, nothing wrong with it. It works. It works, people. It will not run away with your money. Okay?
The good thing also about this is that the syndicates or the member, once they've received their gifts, they have to come back in again. So it's not like you're going to be abandoned and, oh, I don't have anybody. There will always be, people, they will continue coming, they'll, with re-gifting. And, but it's good if you can bring in one person.
Yeah, look.
It will help. Yes.
That's a very valid point. Guys, remember what we are saying. There's about 100, just help me out here. Is there about 150 people so far underneath you?
Yeah, if you work, if we're on 20, some of them are say 21, you could say on average of 150 people. Yes.
There's about 150 people in the system, right? Now think about this, guys. 90% of that 150 people are in syndicates of 10. When they exit this, they exit as a syndicate of 10, each one getting 14,000 Rand. But when they come back in, they come in as individuals. So immediately when they come in, there's 100 people below us. Not 10 slots with 10 people in it, like it is now. That slots get broken up into individuals. So the minute these syndicates exit and they come back in, they don't come back in as a syndicate. They come back as individuals. So our thing now, if you want this thing to grow very fast, is to help us get the syndicates out so that they can come back as individuals. And there's 100 people waiting, 150 people waiting to come back in as individuals. They just need their payout of 14,000 Rand. Then they will put in the 2.5, and then you will see how quickly this thing spins. Because today, you come in at number 36. If 7 or 8 syndicates leave, and you've just come in at number 36, you've taken up the slot at 36. Remember, you need 36 people below you so that you can get your full amount of money, right? If 7 syndicates exit, 70 people come back in as individuals. You only need 36. You didn't ask a single person. Okay? You didn't ask and talk to a single person. You came in today, tomorrow, 70 people have come back in because 7 syndicates exited. Are you with me? That is how easy this thing is. But in the beginning, that is on net 'n bietjie saamwerk, get 1 person each, just because there's a lot of syndicates in the system. So what I think also, Elena, you should do is highlight the spots where there's syndicates so people can see, you know, this is a syndicate, here's 10 people here. And the aim is the aim is to make sure that we get that syndicate out. Because when they exit, they come back in as individuals.
Yeah, yeah.
So we want to make sure that there's 36 spots under every red dot.
Yeah.
Because a red dot is a syndicate.
Yes. Donna left a message there, and she said, do you think it will be locked in future and we can keep putting back in so having a residual income? Yes, we can.
Lock. Yeah.
Yes, we can lock. If you look at this whole chart, there is 90 spots on there to make up the $9,000 for you to receive. So when one syndicate, say for example, syndicate 1 received their 9,000, they will come back in and either as a syndicate or an individual, so then you'll have 10 people coming in as individual, you know, because now they decided, okay, we don't want to be a syndicate anymore, we're coming in as individual. And this is how and this thing is going to move once all these slots are filled. You know, we're going to start earning, and we can see how this can become a weekly, from a monthly to a weekly, you know. And the other thing I just want to cover is that because we were working with America, we were using PayPal accounts. We do have people from Britain here, Donna's from the UK. There is another, I think there's another few from the UK in this group. So they will be gifted via PayPal. Some people want cash, you know, money in the bank. And then we just have to monitor the Rand-dollar exchange for you to get money in the bank. So we need a PayPal account and your bank details. This is the bank details is for South African only. That you can send to me privately so that I can do a database on that. I'm just going to copy and paste because I don't want anyone to say, oh, but you put the wrong bank details. I just copy and paste. But, you know, so register with PayPal. Quite a few people has sent me via PayPal. So PayPal works. With PayPal, to cash out with PayPal, you need to have an FNB account. FNB is the only bank in South Africa that will allow you to cash out of PayPal. So if you don't have an FNB account, you can go to FNB and you say, I would like to open up a savings account because I want to link my PayPal account to it, and they will help you that way.
Yeah, I just think that when the person is going to receive money, or if we tell person number 10, you know what I mean? You need to pay person number 1. We would know that to issue, and we know this person number 1 is from the UK. We would give this person the PayPal address, and the member who is South African, we will give them the banking details.
Yes.
So, and you will then on the day you'll be told, listen, you need to pay $100 to this main member who is South African, $100 today, is worth
Yeah.
1,500. Tomorrow, you know, it will be relative to the exchange rate. So guys,
Yes.
to simplify this thing, to get your money back, there must be 36 people below you. To get your full payment, there must be 90 people below you. Okay? Simple, simple, simple. Right? Now remember, it's a bit of a slip in the beginning, but there are a lot of people between 1 and 21 at this point in time that are in syndicates. If we can just get these syndicates out, there's 150 people just waiting to come back. Look, if you're in a syndicate now and you've received 14,000, I very much doubt you're going to come back in as a syndicate. Because firstly, the system would have proven itself that it works. Secondly, you know that there's 10 people with you, okay, or 9 other people with you that will come back in. So already there's 9 people as individuals that will sort out payment to the 9 people in front of them. Everything would have made sense by the time you leave with your 14,000 rand. Okay? If it's 14,000 at the time, it could be 15, depending on what the rand does to the dollar and so forth. It could be 15, could be 13, but still, for your 200 and odd bucks, right? I don't very much think that you're going to come in as a syndicate. You'll come in as individuals. So guys, 36 people get you your money back. 90 people get you your full 14,000 or 100,000 rand back. As simple as that. Right? Let's help everybody get this thing moving. And once we've got syndicates up, look, as things go on, the 90th person might not have the money. All right? Who does it? And let us say the 90th person is not the one person that benefits from the syndicate because maybe we're falling short. You will come in with a syndicate of 10 people. And the process will just then, as it was slow for us, okay, it will be a little bit slower for him, not as slow. Because remember, there's a whole lot of people ahead of him that is coming back in. Okay? So you want to come in. In fact, people that's coming in for the second wave will get money a lot quicker because there's like 100 people that is in front of them that will just come around again and so forth. So us in the beginning, yeah, bite our bullet a little bit, bring in the people, we the networkers. That is why you are and were chosen to come on this. It's not random. People that is on this chat here, there's some of them that I personally invited, but I know why I invited them. Okay? This wasn't on Facebook, blurted out in the newspapers and on TV and so forth, come and join this thing. This was specifically, you are specifically asked because of who you are. All right? That is why you were asked to join this. And you were asked because you have the ability to help us, help yourself, grow this thing very quickly. Any Dick, Tom, and Harry will not be able to do what you and I are prepared to do. They will not. Okay, so guys, I know there's 18 people on this group. I know there's 150 people, on the Zoom, 150 people on the group. We are going to try and push all of them to help us. And if the 150 people can just bring in one person each, we are smoking. Right? But you will specifically ask. And I know people that are starting syndicates, you are going to ask 10 people, okay, or 9 people, not at random. You're going to ask the 9 people that you know that can help you grow this business. And the only reason why they're a syndicate is because they don't have the finances. And that's okay. But what they bring to the table in terms of, they connected to 1 or 5 or 6 people, whatever, that's more valuable than the $15 that they're putting on the table. Right? So I don't want us to look at this thing and say, it's one of those things again, and it's slow. And yes, it's going to be slow, but there's a reason why we asked you and not anybody else to be on board. Okay. Hope that helps, guys. We're well over an hour, but next time around will be a lot quicker, a lot simpler, and yeah, let's take it from there.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much, Brandon. I'm so glad that we connected again in this week. Yeah. Brandon has a dynamic brain, and I just thought, you know what, because I couldn't see how else I could get the sports to move faster, because now we know we're going to wait till 36 and then we're going to start gifting. And yeah, I spoke to Brandon. We did a video call last night. Today he called me and said, Elena, I've got a more simpler way. We're not going to let people wait. We're just going to let this move. And I'm so excited, and I'm even more excited. And I thank you, Brandon, so much for this. One thing I just need to ask everyone, because I'll be working on Syndicate 1, 2, and 3, so that they can start receiving their $50 from tomorrow, is to be patient with me. I do other work at night. You know, sometimes I work till 5 in the morning. And then I'm only up and about from 12 o'clock. So please don't put pressure on me, because I need to do administration. I need to put the people's PayPal address and, or, you know, I will give me your PayPal address and banking. I don't know if I must look at who the leaders are at Syndicate 1, 2, and 3. How they're going to
want to receive their money.
To receive their money, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So please be patient with me. I work till, like I said, early hours in the morning, and then I'm up around about 11, and I do my personal stuff, and then from 12 o'clock onwards, I start working again. So tomorrow is going to be a good day. We're going to smile. We can at least have something in our pocket. So that's good things.
Okay.
And I just love the way Brandon did this thing. Excellent, excellent. Thank you. So much. Yes.
Okay, guys, listen,
yes.
I can promise you this much. You will definitely make your money, okay? Elena, myself, Donna as well, we've been in another platform. We've made our money. More especially, we made our money a lot quicker because we were in the beginning stages, all right? But I'm of the firm belief, for the other platform, it didn't matter when you came in. If you came in and you did what you were supposed to do, you would have gotten paid in the time frame that we said. But people just don't want to do the simplest thing of introducing this. It is the most simplest thing. And now, a lot of us have burnt our fingers, giving our money to other people to make it work for us. You know what? Let me first put myself back in a position where I can afford to take those kind of risks. And you need to do the same. But here, it's simple. It's a gifting thing. No rocket scientist behind it. Guys, I thank you. And we will chat again on the group tomorrow. And I log off.
Yes.
All right. Stay
Thank
safe.
you very much. Good night, everyone. Good
Cheers,
night.
man. Ciao.
Okay, thank you, Brandon.
I'll put the video out tomorrow.
Okay, great.
Okay,
Thank
cool.
you.
Ciao.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye.